Good evening, everybody. This is JD. Today, finally, the Obama team finally gives us some real good news. Finally, something good for the country. That's Obama's going to run a second term. He registered today. But the news, like normal, is full of a bunch of lies about the upcoming 2012 election. Already the lies started. CNN said he is the first serious candidate to register. I'm sorry, people, I'm very serious. And I registered November 12th, 2008. I think that was before Obama. But you see, the news is not covering us. Like normal, they're going to do the same thing probably as they did the last election in 2008. Give me some news coverage, and I promise you Obama is going to have a race of his life. I'll completely blow him out of the park. Now, for you people who do say that I'm a terrible speller, my poor grammar, something that my English professor in college said today. They will accept your grammar being poor. They will accept your spelling to be poor. But people will never accept your speaking to be poor. That's true. There's writers to write my speeches for me, to correct the grammar in what I write. And as president, everything that I would write would go through the scrutiny of many, well, English experts, is the best way I could put it. And I will have a professional when I campaign, when I get enough money. I got to start raising money. It's true. Now, the truth is, I want to talk to you a little bit about Obama's second term. Let me take my glasses off for a second. Okay? Think about that. When is the president usually the worst of what they could be? Their second term, because they can't run again. They really don't care about what comes behind them. So, here we have a man who has already shown he does not care what you, the people, think. Think about the insurance regulations that he pushed through. He wants to call it medical for all, Obamacare. The truth of the matter is, and some of those regulations were very dire and needed, but be truthful at what they are. Can we afford another 4 years of a president who doesn't believe in double-digit increasing the budget? He likes to go triple, and he's trying to slip 4 times digit increase. I bet if he can increase our budget 1,000 times, he would be more than happy to do so. Do we want a president who can go around and say, hey, no wars, we're going to be out of Afghanistan, we're going to be out of Iraq? Yeah, but how many other wars is he going to start before he gets us out of those two? He just didn't tell you that he was going to start other wars on the side. No. Then look at what he does. He puts his foot in the mud. He doesn't like what he sees, so he turns tail. Once he committed himself to Libya, even though he didn't even bother to follow the Constitution and do it right, he still committed this country. He committed the name. He committed the reputation of the United States of America. Then he's going to back out and drop them like a hot potato. Why do you think we are so disliked throughout the world? We never hold true with our word. And boy, Obama shows that to the maximum amplification. Look at him. Look at what he said. He did promise change, and the only real change we saw is, well, we saw a couple of changes. One, we went from the Republicans to Democrats. And we found out we didn't like that very much. 2010 showed that. Two, he showed how the government can totally change from a constitutional government to a presidential dictatorship. But that is change, people. He has showed the disregard for the average everyday person, though he says he cares. We have lost more jobs, and he's gone on his own tangents. Think about that. History right now is recording him probably, most likely, worse than Jimmy Carter. He's running a close second if he's not. Everything he said about himself, most of it actually came from videos I made in June, July, August, September, and October. Turned out not to be true. Because I said the same things, a lot of those things. But you see, they're me. I know what they mean. I know where I'm coming from. I know the truth. The honest truth. And unfortunately, people, you select me, you're going to get it. You're not going to get a little bit of truth. You're going to get a full double-barrel shotgun, both loaded, fired truth. And that's it. Because I find that's the easiest way to deal with things. Well, that's just a lot easier. I tell you the truth of what it is, and hey, that's it. You can argue all you want, but that's it. So, what do we really have going on? Obama has decided to run. The Democrats, by their party law, has to support him. He is going to run. He registered. He is not the first. He is probably far from the second. But I know he is at least the second serious candidate for J.D. Creveau, James Dennis Creveau, and J.D. is extremely serious. You people out there who are my supporters need to start getting going. You people on YouTube, you people on Facebook, you people on Twitter, you need to start becoming active. You need to start spreading the word of JD. You people in Maryland, colleges that listen to me, that believe in the things I'm saying, you need to. I know about it. Yes, you people all out there need to understand that I'm not a president running for me. Because if I don't win, nothing happens, everything goes the same way, it's not going to affect my life. But if I win, we're going to reduce the size of government. We're going to get out of this income tax program that was, well, it might have worked when they first started, but it definitely is not working now. We're going to get to a new tax system based on sales tax. Everybody's going to pay. People are going to get reimbursed. Only those who are here legally will get it. The illegal aliens will have to pay more because they won't be getting the reimbursements. And if they do let us know who they are, we will be glad to pay them, but they're going home to make room for the legal aliens. We're not going to split a family up of American children just because their parents got here illegally. Even if there's just one child born in this country. I'm sorry you may call that amnesty. No, it's not. It's the rights and privileges of that one child. It will not be overlooked for any reason. That American citizen's rights and privileges and to pursue to happiness will be guaranteed. Though we may disagree as a whole on how those other people in the family got, we will not throw them out because that child is an American and will be protected. Some of you may disagree with that, but children's rights are just as important as American citizens' rights. They will be honored. What about other things? What about the securing of our borders? We will have secured borders, and we won't have trouble spilling over. It'll take time, but that is a priority of a nation, the security of its people, and it needs to be looked at in accordance to the Constitution of the United States. Also, we will reduce the size of government. Some of the people in the government, when I become president, is not going to like it at all. They may even help me reduce the size of government by going on strikes and leaving. I'm not kidding. But we can't have a government larger than over 50% of the people. It just can't be. And not paying them as high as we are paying them. That's part of our deficit. We're going to quit buying friends around the world, and the United Nations is going to start having to earn their own keep. We're not going to support them completely any longer. There's a lot of things that we're going to do. There's a lot of things that are going to be different. Understand, go to the Constitutionalist Party. Read where our loyalty will be. And it states, you, the people, and the Constitution of the United States of America, as it is written, and to ensure that that Constitution will forever remain the supreme law of our land. That's what the Constitutionalist Party is all about. That's what we're all about. And me, I'm just sick and tired of our government growing and spending and spending and growing and growing and spending. It's time to shrink, cut back, so that when we pass our government on to our children, they are not looking at the deficit that the previous people before me had created. It's time to eliminate it, and it can be done. Now, Social Security, that's an insurance program that the government and the people entered into. We will look at it, and people who come into it newly, we will look at probably maybe changing the terms if the people agree to it. But the people who are presently in the Social Security program, you are protected. Welfare and their medical may have to be reduced, but the senior citizens' medical will not be touched. They earned it through their hard work in this country. Well, I got to get off before I go over time, but great news. Obama is running for a second term. Hooray, hooray. We know we can beat him, hands down. But you people out there got to make it happen, and you people have to start realizing you, the American people, are the key to the direction this country goes in. No one else.